time is it?
10 to 7.
Okay. It's happening, folks. Wednesday Night Live on Veterans Day.
Are you doing an ASMR video? Because you're like super mellow right now.
ASMR, what's that?
It's, I can't remember what it stands. It's like, I'm just mellowing out. Hi, 778. Hi, Scumbag. I love that name, 97. Hey, Lex, I'm so sorry that Mitch didn't say hello to you the other night. He was completely like
I
not
did.
paying. Did you?
Yeah, I think I did.
No, I don't think you did.
I'm sorry.
Lex, don't let him off the hook like that.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Brian.
It's good, everybody.
Hi, Mike Bustos, Lakewater. What's going on? Zach S, Jeff Molina, Jeffrey Harris,
Hey,
Steve
Blaster.
Barber. Somebody was teasing us the other day on our channel saying, hello, so and so, because we say hi to everybody. So you
Yeah.
know what? That's what we like to. Hey,
Yeah,
Blaster.
they're like, hello,
Blaster,
hello,
what freaking
hello.
time is it there? Hey, Bad Fish. Hi, Reggie.
What's up?
Say hi to Reggie.
How you doing,
And
Reggie?
Bad Fish.
Tennessee checking in, catching up last night.
Are you gonna do this? You gonna
Kyle, what's up?
Live 2 nights in a row, bingo. Yeah, that. You know what though? He did really good. You don't really need me to do this, but
What?
like read these. Oh, Jen, I've been thinking about you. How are you? How's it going?
Yeah.
Scumbags in Tennessee too.
Wow, that's cool.
Blaster said, "Hi, Auntie." Because he's not going to say hi, Uncle. Just hi, Auntie.
Yeah. How's everybody doing? It's Veterans Day here in the United States of America.
Steve LaBarber.
Yeah, Steve's on.
Okay, that worries me when you say that, Jen. So you better message me. And Lex, don't worry, I'm okay. And you can talk about what happened to me. So
Okay.
Lex, don't worry, I'm okay.
Yeah, last Friday night I had to take her over to the hospital. She had some pain in her chest, and they made her stay overnight in the hospital. I stayed over there till about what?
About 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted to run a bunch of tests on her. They said if they let her go, it'll be 2 or 3 weeks before she got the test. So they made her stay overnight, and they gave them to her the next day. And they couldn't figure out, everything tested normal, so we don't know.
I think I had way too much. I had my favorite soup of all the world is war wonton soup. I always eat it if I don't feel good, but it's full of so much fucking sodium.
Yeah, it might have been sodium mixed with her medication that she takes, so.
Yeah, I'm good though. Everything on my test came back normal. I did a stress test. My heart is good, so.
And that's why Ryan and I went down to Palmdale instead of her and I.
Aw, Cliff, hi. Cliff Snyder's on. He said, "What's good, Smileys?"
What's up? What's up, Cliff?
Scumbag, of course he would. He said, "Would you ever drink a PBR with me, Uncle Mitch?"
Sure.
That's what Scumbag said. You know what, Lex? It's fine because I work there. So it's actually, they test you. They do a new shit that's crazy. They scrape your nose and then they leave the. And I don't want to get into whether it's COVID's real or not real.
Yeah.
But they literally left it stuck up my nose for 30 seconds on each side.
Really?
Yes, they literally left it just sit there for 30 seconds and all that sucks.
Wow.
Oh, Blaster, I know. You know why? Blaster's like, everything is scary when you get past a certain age. The thing is, I wasn't really scared. I was just like, I was paying attention to the signs and I know better. When it comes to heart stuff, you should go in. Jimmy, I had the same shit happen to me when I was 27. So, you know, it's relative, but you're right. This shit gets worse when you get older. Golfing said, I work in healthcare and we still have to wear 2 masks and I still got COVID. I know everybody's going to get fucking worse. I'm not trying to be doom and gloom, but you know.
It's supposed to start getting worse. So it's Veterans Day.
Ron MC said hi. I won't interrupt you anymore. I'm just saying that. Okay.
All right, Ron. Cliff Snyder. Yeah, it's Veterans Day. How y'all feel about that? We got a great military in this country, and you know, guys that serve the country, I think they got their dues coming every chance you get, you know. So, anyways, you guys want to talk about that? Let me know. I talked to a guy who's a veteran I was in prison with. He's a Marine, and he's cruises all over the country on his Harley Davidson, doing veteran stuff, taking care of veterans. Talks about suicide prevention for veterans and all that kind of stuff, because a lot of them have committed suicide since over the last few years. That's gotten worse. So yeah, God bless our vets. MK Ultra.
He said, God bless our vets. Make sure if you know a VFW, especially call them, check up on them. You know what's funny is that, it's not funny, but when Mitch and I our very first t-shirt sales was at the VFW post.
Yeah.
And I just got an email today that they are shut down they're not having any events there because of the COVID spikes.
Oh wow.
Aww.
Yeah, our very first event, we set up a t-shirt pop up at the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association, which led to me doing some artwork for a side patch for them, and we had a great time. We sold a few shirts, donated a few things for the raffle, and they used the cash they raised to buy prosthetic leg for a veteran, a homeless veteran. So it's pretty cool.
So you know what, I would like to just, if anybody has a special shout out that they want to make for a vet in their life, whether it be their grandfather, family member, anything like that, we would be really honored to read that off. So just let us know if you have anything like that. And so I have one already that, hi
What's
Sean
up, Smiley?
from Australia. How's it going? Ruben is in from San Fernando Valley, Canoga Park. Convicted Hearts Jen Magana. That's for you, Big Mex. My dad served in Vietnam and grandfather in Korea.
Cool.
Jen, what's their names? Debo said, my uncle was a vet and killed himself. Stay with my dad. Uncle was his big brother. That's sad. Aww.
Money Mike from Fort Ord, what's up?
Smiley Words is from Stockton. He said, hello, Big Mitch.
What's shaking?
Judo said his father served. Hey, Judo. Said his father served in the Vietnam War. Debo said, Money Mike from Fort Ord. There you go. To all who served, love and respect. That's right, Steve Barbara.
That's right. I put regular oil on my bike until recently. I put, somebody asked what kind of oil I use. I put synthetic in last time.
Oh.
Hopefully it'll work out.
You want to chat about something?
What?
So, Mitch, I love you. I'm going to start with that. I love you.
Yeah.
So, Mitch took my car to go pick up Ryan Rains on Sunday morning. And when he brought it back, I went to the store and my whole undercarriage, as Mitch just puts, it's just what did you say?
It's a mud guard.
It's just a mud guard.
It's plastic
But
anyways,
mud guard. It
was
was scraping on the ground. It wasn't just plastic. There was metal scraping on the ground.
Yeah.
So the car place called me today, and they asked me, "Did you run over a curb or a dead body?" He was joking. I was like, "I don't know. Let me check with Mitch."
I think I ran over some wood or something on the freeway.
You think you ran over someone on the freeway?
Yeah, but it was snow up there, so.
There was like 2 inches of snow, so don't even try it.
It was more than that, actually.
Jen said,
are they gonna take care of that?
Brian said, don't drag me in on that shit.
Yeah.
Brian, see, you know something I don't know. Okay. Jen said, Pops is Jerry Wayne Roberts, Sergeant U.S. Army, and Papa was Sergeant Army Matthew Tommy Hayworth. Thank you for your service. That's awesome. Your boss is on. He said, my son is a vet and it fucked him up.
Yep.
That's a common thing for sure, Aaron. Sucks.
And my friend Ron, he's a Marine. He was in prison with me, and that's one thing he does. He tries to help vets that got fucked up from combat and stuff. So hopefully I get an interview done with him this week and get it on.
Good night, Judo.
And he was also in Panama when they took Manuel Noriega out of there, and he did some other things. So, which are pretty intense stuff.
So, don't look in the mirror, speed bomb on the freeway. That's weird. So this is Kay said, what's happening, Uncle Mitch? And on A, oh yeah, I borrowed your car. I forgot to tell you.
She knew I borrowed it. Huh?
He didn't say shit, Kay. So let's just get that straight.
Okay.
But that's what he usually does. If he's not divulging the information and I have to ask him questions, that's It's usually the
I
sign.
didn't think it did anything wrong because I didn't feel it scraping when I got here.
Oh, but wow, so you did run over something.
That's what it felt like on the freeway. I couldn't tell.
Okay.
Because when you're driving fast and you run
Okay,
over snow, it
that's
feels
just
like
so
you're
you just
running
stop
over
right
shit.
now. Okay.
Anyway.
Debo said, signed up for the Marines at 17. My record was too fucked up. They didn't like my
That
felonies.
sucks. Yeah, I went through the same thing with the Army. I couldn't get in. I was on parole. And they said come back in 4 months. 2 months later, I was off to prison with a life sentence. Yeah.
Kay said, damn, Uncle Mitch, I was trying to cover for you.
Who said that?
Kay did. Kay Lease did.
Yeah.
Train to Go said, Mitch, you've been caught.
Yeah.
Lex said, veterans are truly warriors in every shape and form. The mental strain and trauma they endure are put through is insane, but they do it for the better of our country. It's so amazing. God bless them all. I agree.
Yeah, you know, they're there doing their job, man, taking care of things that need to be taken care of. I mean, it's a, you know, Turkey Loco's a vet. Justin Hughesley, I interviewed's a vet. I mean, there's a lot of vets in this country, man, and, you know, they serve this country. Like what they do or not, they serve the country. So that means they serve us. And God bless them, you know, 100%.
David,
They deserve
great. David's on.
Oh, really?
He
What's up,
is.
Dave?
So David Graves is the one that we've been talking about that we've been visiting that got out
Yeah.
after 27 years.
26,
He is
27
really
years.
cool. He's so sweet. He's a really cool guy. So if there's any peeps to say hello to
Yeah,
David,
say hello to David
he's
Graves.
a prison veteran. He's a prison
Yeah,
veteran.
this is what I like to say. We're veterans of domestic war
Yes.
because prison was a war in more ways than one. Physical, mental, emotional, you name it. So Dave's on. Yeah.
Dave, I'm proud of you. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's learning how to use his phone.
Brian said Dave knows how to text.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Debo said, who do you want in your foxhole, Mitch?
I'm living with her.
Aww. That's
We're in a
awesome.
foxhole right here.
We kind of are.
COVID up, you know, foxhole from COVID. Yeah. Yeah.
Lakewater said, props to David Graves. Glad you're out of prison. Blaster said, yo, David, hope free life is treating you well. I'll post a picture later of we went out to lunch a couple weeks ago. I'll post it on.
Yeah.
Josh and Ashley, Apostle Paul spent lots of his life in prison.
That's right. And my patron saint is Silas, who was also in prison with Paul. He's a patron saint of prisoners, actually. Silas. So, yeah. Maybe we can interview Dave sometime.
Train to Go said, Mitch, your missus is beautiful. Thank you.
Sure she is.
Lakira said, that's so sweet. Welcome out, David, from George. Yes, Blaster. COVID is still a thing over here, and we are ramping up right now. Jeffrey Harris. I'm going to kind of jump back and forth, you guys, so just ignore me. Jeffrey Harris said, yes, sir. My grandfather, Richard Frayden, U.S. Marines Corps WW2. My uncle, David Frayden, U.S. Navy in Vietnam. My cousin, Mallory Gibson, U.S. Air Force.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
God bless him.
Yep.
100%.
Oh, okay, I know. She said Josh and Ash owes fines unreal. My dad got drafted into Nam at 6 foot and 132 pounds. He couldn't gain weight. I miss my dad. Oh, sorry. Josh said I owed $600. They wouldn't let me leave for basic.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. What? Yeah, so, let's see.
Debo said, I gotta write my buddies and don't want to rub the free world in their face. Can you recommend topics to write about?
Hey, don't think you're rubbing the free world in their face, because I used to tell Dave when he called me what I was doing out here, and I'd send photographs, and they loved it. And it's not rubbing it in their face. It gives them a little incentive, makes them feel good. But as far as just talk about, you know, work, your relationships with people out here in the world, your car, you know, whatever. Just if you write letters to somebody in a pen, just write about what, you know, like you would write anyone else. Because I enjoyed letters and I wanted to know what's going on out here. And Write about what you're doing. Write about what you've seen, and just normal shit. Just
Alan,
like you're writing anybody out here in the free world. That's got, guys in the prison, they like to hear information about out here. Don't think you're rubbing it in their face.
when Mitch used to call me, like he would be like, "What's going on?" And he generally really wanted to hear it, like even if it was just simple shit, like our kid played with a new Barbie today, like whatever it is.
Yeah.
He was interested, and that's he was genuinely
What's
interested.
up, Redwood Post?
Hey,
All
LA
right, brother.
Dodgers, what's going on? Oh wow, Sean said my grandparents on my mother's side are Polish in Ukraine, and they escaped through Germany to Australia during WW2.
Oh, wow.
That's the kind of stuff that I'm just
That's
like,
awesome.
I love to hear. I mean, our grandparents, my grandfather, William Samuel Herbig, was in World War II, and he was an OSS officer, which is now the CIA. And he, my mom was born when he was away. Like, she never got to meet him till she was like 2 years old, I think. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of incredible. I don't know that people like remember Normandy and what that was and what that means.
Yeah.
And
And I like, as far as war movies, I like the Pacific. I like the Band of Brothers. Saving Private Ryan's pretty good, but I think the Pacific it's about the Marines in the Pacific. I think it's an awesome show. I don't know how true to reality it is, but they have the real guys on there that served in the Pacific War as Marines, and one of them said he signed up when he turned 17 on Iwo Jima. He's from the South, and another guy said he went down to the recruiter's office, and there was a Marine out front, and he told him, "Man, you don't want to join that outfit." He goes, "You want to join us?" And he said, "I want to be in the toughest outfit there was." Yeah.
yeah, Band of Brothers was great, Blaster.
Yeah.
I love that. And I'm not a big like Mitch is. Mitch is a big history fan,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I really loved that. I really dug it. I mean, it was fucking just it was crazy. for
And
me
the
to watch.
Pacific is similar to the Band of Brothers, but it's about the Pacific War, against the Japanese. So.
David said, David, I'm impressed. He said, as a prisoner, we love to see our friends living a good life on the outs. We live vicariously through them. Send pictures.
Yeah.
Yep.
Send photos.
Yep. Send photos.
That's for sure.
true.
Send photos. No Polaroids. But yeah. The Band of Brothers is cool. The Pacific's my favorite. It's the same as Band of Brothers, but it's about the Pacific War.
The Greatest Generation.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were really something. Like
Yep.
really, really amazing.
They didn't get their feelings hurt very easy,
Josh said they had me going to Germany for a cryptologic linguist. I'm kind of glad that I didn't end up going now. Aw. Yeah, Mitch, Mitch would send pictures like when he got out, even now, like he was really good about keeping connected with people. David would put other people on the phone that Mitch got to talk to. Like it was really, how many people do you know that are left in there, babe? How many people do you know?
Quite a few, but I communicate with K-Tom, once I left, I communicated with David till he got out, and I go see him now, but you can't have Polaroids because you can hide stuff in them. There was a guy, the Polaroid had the little strip on the bottom, and they had hacksaw blades in there, and they used them to cut their cell bars out. They attempted escape out of Tracy. So then you could have Polaroids, but you had to cut the bottom off. Now there's just no Polaroid photographs because they're hollow. You can smuggle shit inside them. So just go to Walgreens and print them out off your phone and shoot them.
How much time did you and David do together?
About 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, hey Louie, how's it going?
It's happening,
He
Louie.
said, hope everybody's doing good. I'm walking my dog in New York City, so it's going to be hard for me to text, but love to everybody. Love you all, the Smiley Army. Hope everybody's staying safe, loving the new art. Oh, thanks, Louie.
Thank you.
Louie, we posted Louie's new video. It's it's a listen, kind of like a podcast, but if you like sports, I posted it on our community page. You should watch it because it's good.
Yeah. Check in Louie's podcast, Grind and Pivot. It's pretty good. He actually interviewed Adrian, so yeah.
Josh said, I had to sell it. He was a sergeant in Afghanistan. He got put in jail for stealing weapons out of his National Guard armory. Then they found them all buried in his backyard. Hey, people do what they got to do.
Hey, you know, some guy gets to get wild ideas, you know.
Hey, Lakira, how are you? Blaster said, Mitch is the dude you want to have as a friend in prison.
You know.
Ron RNMC said, my grandfather served on the USS Gwynn in the Pacific during WW2. What's your grandfather's name? I'd love to say it. Mitch is super tired. If you have,
I was reading Blaster's comment.
his neck really hurts him. He's not going to say that, but it's really bothering him.
Yeah, my
too,
neck's
so.
fucked up.
Uh,
Nerve shit.
Hi,
What?
Jersey, Joseph Kent. How's it going? Lakira, we're good. How are you doing? So is there no more prison photos allowed? I'm just wondering. Zach wants to know. Yeah, we can send.
Yeah, you can send photos into prison. They can take photos in the visiting room, and then sometimes once a year they'll have a fundraiser where you can buy a photograph. You go to the visiting room and have a photographer take the picture. And for guys that don't get visits, but you used to be able to take photos right on the yard, but not anymore.
Aw. Hi, Wack. How are you? How's the girlies? How's the wifey? How's everybody? I miss talking to him.
Yeah.
I've been so busy at work. It's been freaking crazy. Crazy. When are you going to come up here and see us? We're waiting.
It's going to be going to San Diego soon.
Well, we'll have to meet there.
He's going to stop by here and see his friend.
See,
Yeah, well, I was
don't know any stuff. I don't know any of this stuff.
I was in the joint with a lot of guys that were veterans. You know, when I went to San Quentin, when I first went to
I didn't
prison,
interrupt, but Jen said 10 photos, regular size, only through mail.
yeah, 10 photos.
Yeah.
Some prisons like CMC don't have a limit on photos, but that's the limit for 10. Some prisons don't enforce it. But yeah, I was in the joint. Like when I first went to the pen, a lot of the prison guards were Vietnam vets. And they had a little pension from the Army or whatever, military, and then they would get a paycheck. But that back then, prison guards didn't make a lot of money. They made $18,000 a year. And so that was their deal. They worked in the prison and they had a pension from the military, and that's what they did, you know. And then there was a cop named Buffalo, and I met him in San Quentin. I seen him years later in Corcoran. But he was a helicopter pilot in Vietnam. He got in 2 crashes. He walked with a limp. He had a lisp, and the VA told him, "Oh, you're not disabled enough. You can still work. Go on over to the prison over there, and they'll give you a job, you know." But he treated us pretty good. I saw him years later. He became a sergeant, and he was like, "Man, I should have never left San Quentin," you know. So, you know, them guys treated us good too. I mean, for the most part. And then, of course, there were a lot of veterans in the joint when I went in. I actually met a guy who lived in Germany during the war. He was an old man. I used to pump him, ask him questions about Germany and stuff. It was pretty interesting. I'm kind of big on history. I used to really like
Very
history.
big on history.
You know, them wars made our country what it is now, made the world what it is now, especially World War II.
Fishing Up a Storm said this is the first I've heard anyone talk about the heroes of our country today. That's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
This is their day, man. You know?
Hey, Louie, we love you. And where's our damn hats at?
Yeah, size 8, Louis, fitted hat, size 8. Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, people should talk about them.
This is good. So Lex said, you got to bring back the guard you interviewed. I want you to talk about that. So, sorry, I can't remember his name. Silva is his name. The one who still has your art. The interviews are so awesome. Definitely some of my favorite videos. So we just saw him.
Yeah, we just saw him when we came back from Capitola. You know, we went to dinner and he bought us dinner and sat around and talked for quite a while. Came up on his road glide.
He's a really cool guy.
Yeah.
And I really loved how that just mentioned him and just really have this respect for each other.
And Ryan was there.
You know, and Ryan was there, and Jen
Ryan's
was
been
there.
to prison. He's like, wait a minute, this guy used to be a guard, and I go, yeah.
Ryan said Silver was a cool dude.
Yeah.
He really is a cool dude.
Yeah. But Ryan tripped out like, here's a guy who's an ex-convict and retired prison guard, you know, sitting around talking about motorcycles and eating dinner, you know, and, you know, it just, yeah, he tripped him out. But it's not the normal deal, you know. Most guys that get out and most guys that retire, I guess they're not. But I can tell you, Silva's been in touch with a lot of guys that had life terms, and he stayed in touch with us. And I mean, he contacted me when I got out. Somebody gave him my hookup, and he shot me a text. He's like, "Hey," I just kind of blew me away, you know. Yeah, it was super cool.
Josh said, "Rest in peace, Josh Rogers is my best friend, and he was a vet. I found him in his room after he hung himself." That's sad.
Wow.
Aww.
Chief Duggar, 24 years.
Ryan said to see and be a part of that dinner was badass. You know what, Ryan? I gotta give you props because this dude rode on a freaking 250.
Yeah.
For how many miles?
400 miles.
400 damn miles.
Yeah, Ryan's bike was broken, so he rode his wife's bike over to Capitol. It's a little Honda 250.
I gotta give him props.
Crotch rocket. He rode that thing 200 miles one way and 200 miles back. Yeah, I rode with him, but you know, yeah, that was the last ride of the season, really, because it's been freezing up here. By the way, there's frost on that motorcycle seat out in the mornings now. It's getting cold up here. So that was the last ride of the season for us.
Sumner,
So.
Chris that we met from Napoleon,
Yeah.
said Sumner time. He said he looked big on that bike. Yeah, he did. And Ryan was like, man, he's like, that was a ride. Cold weather, getting to them bones. Redwood Post said.
Yeah, you know, it's getting chilly.
Oh wow.
And up here it's a little dangerous. We get black ice and stuff.
Alan said, I've converted my big law space into my own private library. All WW2 books is on my Facebook. That's awesome.
That's
Kay
awesome.
said, Ryan, you're a gangster for taking that ride.
That's right.
He is a gangster, for
He's
real.
a boss.
He is.
And he's a shot caller.
It was just really, it was really kind of incredible, like having a Silva on his Harley and then I filmed them like kind of riding off. I'll post that, but it was really just, he's generally really interested in how Mitch is doing. Mitch was generally interested in how he's doing. That we just had a really good conversation.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. It was awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Ryan is a gangster for that ride. I would commend him for that.
Yeah.
Especially because his taillight was out on the way back.
You know, and Ryan's been in the joint and everything, and he's had experiences with shot callers and all that shit. So he works at you know, doing HVAC, and he's a foreman. And I said, dude, you're a shot caller out here, and the rewards are much greater. You know, most guys that are shot callers in the pen, they just want a free dope ride. You know, but he's out here calling shots on the job, doing positive shit, and having a good life. So
Look at kitty cat.
we got the cat in here.
Hi, baby.
You see the cat?
She's all relaxed. Are you gonna you want to pick her up?
We do have a cat.
We do.
She is crazy.
She was like literally feral when we got
She's
here.
a crazy cat.
Stop! Don't. You guys get the hell out of here! Stop!
Hey.
Go on! Go
The
on!
dogs hate her.
Come on! No! Don't be jealous. Come on, Rosie.
The dogs hate her.
Get him! Get him! Rosie, look at her! Oh my God!
Shut up.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Come on, Rosie.
It's all right.
Come on, Chewy.
It's all right. Come on. It's all right.
Come on, Chewy.
This is our crazy cat. Hey, it's okay.
She's a cool cat, though. She was literally feral when we got here.
Yep. She used to get up on top of this platform right here and swat at my head. We got in here. Now she's cool as long as the dogs aren't around.
Ryan said, thanks, Mitch. Thank you. She is a pretty cat.
Yeah, she's a good cat. So what's going on out there with folks? Yeah. So, you know, Ryan is an example of what life can be, and so is my friend. I told you he's a Marine, and he rides all over the country. He's on parole, riding out to the East Coast, all over the country on his motorcycle, and taking care of veterans out here. So it just goes to show you that, you know, people can get out of prison and do positive stuff, man. They just got to have the desire, you know.
And I just want to say that, you know, Jen really made Ryan's wife really made my birthday super cool. And
Yeah, she did.
she did. She got me this anyways, she got me a beautiful I Love Mermaids. It has like little fairy lights in it.
Yeah.
She just really made me an amazing cake that I ate on for literally 2 days. So it was really good. It was a good weekend. It really was. Brian said, "Where the hell did that cat come from?"
It's our cat, bro. She's outside during the day. But, people have an opinion about, guys in prison and criminality. And, the cop who started the impact team that we work on down there in Sacramento PD, he's been a cop for 22 years. And he was talking to me, and I talked about this. And he said, when he started being a cop, he told his kids that he chases down bad guys. But then he realized later on, what?
Say good night, Whack. Good night, Whack.
Good night, Whack. Talk to you later, Bubba. But he said he realized later, there is no real bad guys. There's a few here and there truly evil people, but most people are just people that make bad decisions, And we all make bad decisions, and when we do, we have to pay the price. I paid 38 years. Some guys paid less, but yeah, that's a big bill from the impact team.
That's a good question, Blaster.
What's that?
He asked, "Where's Jason been lately?"
I don't know.
We don't know. We've asked. We've tried. I don't know.
But yeah, so people make bad decisions, man, and we get in trouble, and we got to pay the price, and especially guys that do some serious time or guys that got a brain in their head, they start reflecting on things and analyzing things and seeing what prison, like Ryan said, when he got to prison, he was thoroughly disgusted, man, because he heard all these stories about how prison was, and you get in there and you realize it's not really like that, because if you see through the veil of all the bullshit people want you to see, and you see what's really going on, then you can straighten your shit up and get out here and have a life,
Broadway said you got to pull your bike in, bro. Good night, Louie.
Man, I got nowhere to pull it in.
It's fine. Don't let me act like it's not fine. Your bike is fine.
Well, it's covered by a tarp.
It is covered though.
But that makes it rust.
It's better than driving you over a curb or something and not telling your wife, so that's better.
I didn't drive it over a curb. What do you suggest? Get some rest. That's right.
Yeah, he needs it.
Yeah, you gotta pay. Yeah, if you want to play, you gotta pay. Well, some guys pay and they get out here in the world. They work good. They're good workers for employees, man, and they do good, positive shit out here. So, a lot of them are leaders, man, out here in the world. So, let's see, prison. Yeah, philosophers don't make a whole lot of money out here in the world, though. Yeah. Wes Watson interview soon. I don't think so. Lex, painting murals is a lot of work. She asked if I would paint in murals. What I really want to do is I want to paint in my church. It's an Orthodox church, so inside where the altar is, they want it painted. So I would do that if I had the time. I wouldn't have to not be working to do that, because that would be a daily job, basically paint a scene of icons all around the inside of the altar area. So that would be cool. I did a mural on the wall in Lancaster, and I saw a newspaper article about Lancaster prison. It was an overhead photograph, and you could see the big mural on the wall that I painted when I was there. So that's pretty cool. Big stuff's not as easy to paint. Once you get too big, it's a little different, Especially, I give my hats off to people that do giant. I've seen a lot of the times. Yeah, big giant murals they're a little different. Yeah. So what's going on out there? Let's see, just 3 years, but the judge gives him 20. He plans taking a trip towards the East Coast. I don't know about the East Coast. Now, if I win this Dream Chopper thing, I'll definitely be going to the East Coast in New York. I think that's where their bike is. You know, Michelangelo work. Man, that guy was a bomb. I would like to see the East Coast. You know, guard. Oh yeah, the paintings in Cork and Mike. Man, every building on B Yard 3B. Oh wow. 80K, 80K, man. Thank you. So you stay hard out there as well, my friend. Wow, thank you. And we love New York. I would like to see it. And like I said, if I win this, Tin Man, if I win this Dream Chopper thing, I guess I get to go out there and be on the show. And, Ryan was saying, if you win, and my friend down in San Diego, Mick, what's up, Mick? And they said, hey, you are mechanically inclined, so if you won, you actually could go on the show and help him build a bike, You know what I mean? Yeah, the hardest part of a full-time job is getting up. That ain't no joke. So if I win that, I will definitely see the East Coast. So any of our subs out here, people that watch, if I go out there, if you're closer, that's if I win the deal. I don't really understand the voting on that either, but it's going on. So as soon as, what do I think of prison YouTubers out there? I don't watch a whole lot of them, Some of them are fake and some of them aren't. Yeah.
So if there's any new subscribers or any new visitors to this channel, thanks for watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching and please subscribe. Right?
Yes, that's very good, babe.
Yeah.
Good job.
She always on me to say that stuff. $500 painting on the roadside last month. Still got it. Stay down. There was a cop that used to come by when I worked in arts and corrections, and he'd tell me about Native American artists that he met, and the guy used to set up like a swap meet on the side of the road, and he goes, man, I got one of his paintings. And I was familiar with the artist, and he goes, I remember when that guy first started, he had paintings he bought from this guy for like 15 and 25 bucks. And, at first I thought the cop was bragging like, yeah, I got that cheap and this and that, but really he really respected art, man. And he was just like, would tell me about all the different artists. He collected their art when they were first becoming artists, and some of these guys been real well-known artists for years, and yeah.
Kay wants you to explain about how to vote.
Oh, for the it's Dream Chopper 2020, Mitch Smiley. So you log on.
Okay, just go to Mitch's Instagram.
They go to my Instagram, Mitch Smiley 790, and in the bio it has a Dream Chopper link. Just tap it, it'll take you there, and then you log in. It has free vote every day. You can vote once for free. You just log into your Facebook account, and that counts as a vote. And then they have other ways to vote also if you donate money to the SPCA or whatever.
So I'm just going to say that right now we're in the top 10 of his group.
No. We're in the top 15.
No, that was last week.
No,
We're in the...
no, that's now. They're voting for the top 10, and then Thursday is the last day to vote for the top 10.
That's what I said. We're in top 10 right now. That's what I said.
Yeah. They're voting for the top 10.
So what the biggest part about this that's confusing, and it confused Mitch too, was that once we get to the semifinals, it will literally wipe out all of Mitch's votes. So, and they're gonna start new. So we're gonna really be driving it home. I really think Mitch has a good chance of winning. I do.
It says I'm first in my group, but we don't know how many groups there are. And my printer is like, yeah, I got a friend in Texas. He's first in his group. Aww. So what's the matter?
ADK super chatted us.
Yeah,
that
you're
is
outside
so nice,
having
ADK.
Thank fresh air. She gave me a dirty look.
I'm giving him a look of love right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, thanks, ADK. That is so nice of you. Thanks, Lakira, for voting. You. That's so nice, ADK. Thank you.
Yeah. So this voting, you can vote once a day, and then once they hit the top 10. Then they'll go to the top 5, and it just rolls, boom, boom, boom. The voting never stops. It's every day, every day, every day, until the middle of December. But we're already in the middle of November almost, so we're getting close. I don't know how it's gonna work. They got the editor of Chopper magazines. In
So
there.
I always read the small details.
Yeah.
Mitch doesn't like that stuff. I do. So I read all the little details. So we don't know how many groups there are, but Mitch is one in his group right now. And if you look at the bottom of his group, you'll see a bunch of them grayed out because they got wiped out in the last round.
Yeah.
But they will not tell us how many groups there are. And so it basically, this will not be over till the You Know What Ladies sings. And it won't be until I think December, and it goes to semifinals, then quarterfinals. So we will keep you guys all apprised. I'm on it, so we will. Redwood posted, brother, you're super talented. Your paintings are bitchin'.
Thank you, bro. John Doe's like, I'm gonna be surprised if you won.
Hey Corey, he said, good evening, fam bam. Sorry, I've been on the down low. I've been busy still grinding the HVAC work, doing customer service. Good for you, Corey.
Yeah.
Corey's got it going
Stay
on.
down. Yeah, our friend Ryan does HVAC, so we know that's serious work down there, Corey. Yeah. Props off for working though and having a gig, you know that now.
It's getting about $100,000 bike built for Mitch, custom.
Yeah, it's
custom
you
made.
they build you a motorcycle, you go on the show, you help them build it supposedly, you know, and then they put the Bike and Cycle Source magazine. And
Corey, I really would love. Mitch really wants to, and he's not going to say this right now, but I'm going to say it. But I really think that he would be. Corey would be a really good interview. He's got a really interesting story.
Yeah, I do want to interview Corey.
Yeah, I think he'd be.
And we're going to be
super
home
good.
this weekend, so
yes,
we're going
Corey, we'll be home this weekend.
We're not going anywhere.
We miss you too, Corey.
Yeah. Since I got a pro, I just been traveling. So.
80K just said he just put 50 votes up.
Oh wow.
Thank you so much. That's so nice. Oh, that's so awesome.
I'd love to win it. You know, I mean, it would show the power of this. You know, of YouTube and Instagram and all that. Just be insane. Because the only way I'm going to win it is if people vote and.
We wouldn't have these votes if it wasn't for you guys.
I wouldn't even be in it right now if it wasn't for all you folks out there. It's just amazing. And we don't know what the quarterfinals, semifinal, we don't know how it's going to work, but we just know the voting goes on until the middle of December, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corey said, we will get it going for sure. I need my story to be heard after what God has done in my life after prison. Amen to that, brother.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. So if you're around this weekend, call us and let us know. Text Mitch.
Yeah. We'll hook it up. Yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, they let you buy votes on there. Mitch isn't allowed to. You'll get disqualified.
I almost did it.
Yeah, I know. I'm so glad.
And then she read the fine print that you can donate money to with the SPCA, to animal rescue, whatever, help animals. And if you buy votes, it's like $1 buys 2 votes. So I almost bought some votes, and then she read the fine print, and it says if you buy votes for yourself, you get disqualified. What's going on,
You
baby?
know what's interesting though? What's interesting is I read, it's like a page and a half on my phone that I read. But what's interesting also is that the biggest thing they put in big bold letters is, we are allowed to let anybody in this we want to and take anyone out that we want to. So I look at the fact that Mitch is in #1 place. They obviously want him to be there because they could have took him out, no problem.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
Yeah.
You don't get to say anything. So, Blaster said you deserve it, Mitch.
Well,
Corey said he'll call you Saturday. That's awesome. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, cool. I'll be here.
Yeah, ABK is pumping the boats. That's right.
That's insane.
That's
I love it, dude. I just, every day I go to work, all the guys at work vote for me and stuff. I'm like, hey, I'm still #1 in my group. And they're all, yeah.
The thing is, you can vote every day. But even myself, I vote for him every day. But I have to remember, I don't go on until late at night to vote for him. So it won't let you vote more than 24 hours. You're doing the free vote.
Yeah.
So this is an interesting conversation that's going on with Ryan. Somebody's asking him how, kind of his love for the Bay Area. And Ryan said, I do not like the Bay Area. I'm from the mountains and it's a culture shock. It is.
Yeah.
Ryan's a really good dude. I really like him. He's a really nice guy. 80K said, I know this contest is awesome, but don't be afraid to put a PayPal link or a donation goal for a bike fund. I bet people would fill the donation goal. I bet your subs would love to build you a sick bike.
Who said that?
That was 80K.
Wow. That's awesome. That's just an awesome
thought. That is nice. You know what?
Yeah.
We'll never give up that little dream there. we won't. But you know, the thing is that Mitch won't ask for it. He won't. So, and Mitch's PayPal stuff and all that stuff is on all of our
Yeah, it's all
video
there,
pages. It's all on our YouTube stuff. But that is really cool of you to say that. That's really neat. That's awesome.
Yeah, you know what I want to do if I win that thing is I want to have like a 1939 style Indian motorcycle, maybe with a. It's called a ducktail, or it's like a soft tail frame, looks like a hardtail frame, but it has a shock up underneath the seat, monoshock style, and put the new Thunderstroke Indian motor in there, which has an old style look to it, kind of, and I just think that'd be badass, you know, with a Springer front end, leaf spring front end. What's going on?
So, I'm gonna try something on Saturday. I don't know if I'm equipped to do it, but I'm gonna try. So on Saturday we'll go live because we're home, and we it's really bad. You know, you're super busy when you have to make plans to stay home for the weekend, and so I'm gonna do.
Well, we can travel now.
I'm gonna do. What'd you say?
We can travel now, so we've
I
been
know.
traveling.
We would definitely try to get a lot in a really short time. It's supposed to be raining up here. We got some hail last weekend, so I'm going to try to do a Zoom, and then if anybody's interested in talking to Mitch live, I'm going to try to do that. So we'll see if I can make that happen. You'll just have to say I want to go on, and I'll give you the link. So we'll try to do that. Did Mitch like the show Sons of Anarchy? That was from James.
That's a mixed question or mixed answer.
We were bored, and he watched it.
What was it? Raining. It was COVID. What was going on? I think it was wintertime, right?
Your arm. That's what.
Oh yeah, I had a broken arm. Let me see that scar. Right there. Can't see it. Anyway, I broke my arm. Laid up in the house. Couldn't work. Couldn't do a whole lot. I was pissed off. And we binge watched Sons of Anarchy.
That was my third time of watching that. So
it was funny. It was entertaining. Realistic, not at all. It was cool seeing bikes and all that kind of stuff. And it was cool seeing the chief in there, you know, and it was all right. But I mean, it's kind of phony. It's phony baloney.
It's entertainment.
But it's
not,
it's entertaining. You know?
As a joke, someone bought me a Sons of Anarchy shirt and Sons of Anarchy underwear.
Yeah. And
my mom did actually.
It's like the news, you know. The news is not really informative news. It's news entertainment, you know. So I mean, that's kind of how that show was. It was entertainment.
Josh just said, Mitch, you need to watch Sons of Thunder. It's about a man in a biker club who finds God and wants out of a club. It's a really good show.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, Corey, that sounds great. We'll see you Saturday. We'll talk to you Saturday.
Yes, sir. Book tour.
Someone's trying to help us out. I'm just going to say Izzy. Is trying to help us out with getting a book done for Mitch. So it's going to take a minute, but she's helping me. So do you have any hobbies that we might not know of?
I like to do woodwork. You know,
and you know what else he likes to do? He likes to scroll on his phone. He likes to scroll.
It's not really a hobby. What's up, Emoji King? That's not really you know. That's just like a pastime. You know, scroll my phone. She does it all the time.
He has a trigger finger. No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You're on your phone all the time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But you know, I just stare at my phone and flip through it, and she actually finds stuff to read, and you know, she finds things interesting. I do too occasionally, but you know.
I have to remember too that I've had a phone for 20 years and he's only had one for 3.
Well, I had a phone in prison.
Yes, I had a Facebook. How do I know that you had a phone in prison?
I don't know, but I had a Facebook account and all that shit.
How do I know that you had one? You know what? His face. So if you guys ever want to check it out,
it's still up.
The one that he had in prison is still up. There's a picture of a racer, like an old motorcycle. If you just look up Mitch Smiley, he actually put his name on it. On there. Yes, you did.
Oh wow. It's got a motorcycle on there, like a racer. Yeah. What's going on?
Sean said, I believe we know SOA is fake as hell. It's just entertainment. We were bored. You know, most of the girls I know had a little crush on Jax. So that was why most of the girls watched it. Just saying. But that's, you know, we know it's fake, but it was entertainment. We were bored. I also got to watch Game of Thrones. So there.
Yeah, I watched Game of Thrones too, but and all the guys had a crush on, what was her name, Gemma or whatever, Katie Seagal.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, maybe you did.
Well, maybe they had a crush.
But that's
on her
because you were very into her. From he was like, that's Peg Bundy.
Yeah.
That's Peg Bundy.
Peggy
I'm
Bundy.
like,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
but you know what, Julius? We did watch Vikings, but we couldn't get the second season. We were just like, like it just was,
Somebody said I can catch they belong to a real MC and something like I didn't catch. I do watch Vikings.
We watched the first season.
No, I watched a lot of it in prison all the way.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I didn't like
I
it.
watched
The
all the
first season
seasons.
was okay. The second one's kind of sucked.
It got kind of funky towards the end.
How long did you have a phone in there? How long?
About a year. A little less
God.
than a year.
He used to call me, like he would call me at night, and he would be like, "Okay, shh, don't talk. Okay, don't say anything. Okay," because people would be walking by, and then he'd be like, "Let's chat up." It'd be like 11 at night. I'd be like, "Oh my God, I have to go to work."
Well, the cops in San Quentin, look, they count around 8:30, 9 o'clock for third watch, and that's it. And then first watch comes on at 10 o'clock. They come around and count once. I lived on the 5th tier. Then they split and they go down, there's just chicks working at night, and they don't come back. So I can be on my phone all night because they don't come back up. They don't want to walk back up the tier until they got to let somebody out for work in the kitchen like 3 in the morning. So I had 2, 3, 4 hours at night I could be on my phone.
At Tanner, Mitch and I were hooked from this first episode of Peaky Blinders. That was like
Peaky
an
Blinders.
I love.
Yeah.
I'm so bummed because COVID hit, and so they haven't come out with second season. But it was so good. I loved it.
Oh, they had the last, what did we watch, 5 seasons?
What was it? What was that guy's name that you said last night? You were making fun of him. That one that was like.
I'm Billy Kimba. Yeah, if you haven't watched the Peaky Blinders, you gotta watch it. You have to watch it. There's 5 seasons, and then I don't know what's going on with I don't know what's going on with Hollywood and COVID and all that shit. But the Peaky Blinders were a real deal. And while we were watching it, she would Google up and she'd show me photographs, mug shots of these guys. It was an interesting show.
It was really good. Like I was really into it. It was good. Cliff said, I never watched TV, but I watched Peaky Blinders also. So sick.
Yeah,
it was good. And you know what's funny? We didn't watch it, like I said before, we didn't watch TV for about a year. When Mitch first came home,
we
didn't watch it. And Mitch was like, I had a babysitter for this long, and I want to watch it. But then when he broke his arm, it was kind of forced relaxation. So I was like, okay, let's get one. And then we watched, I was like, you got to watch Game of Thrones. He's like, I don't want to watch that shit.
Yeah.
And then we watched the first one, and he was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, and so, part of us out of
So we would watch, 4, 5, 6 episodes a day?
Yes. So I saw about the thing about the Queen's Gambit. I don't know if it's our thing, but I'll give it a try.
What is it?
It's the one about the chest. That's the one about the chest, right, Gasso? Animal Kingdom. Mitch likes that.
I like
already.
Animal Kingdom. That's filmed down there, North County, San Diego, right by where our homeboy Turkey Loco, right by where he lives. Yeah, he's out there plumbing it up.
Josh says, I haven't watched TV in years, movies and YouTube. A lot of people are going that route.
Yeah.
Okay, James, I tried. James Kierans, I tried to get him to watch Sopranos. I myself have watched every single episode from all seasons, but he just wasn't down with it.
Sopranos, come on.
Sopranos.
Yeah.
Sopranos. You don't say Sopranos.
Sopranos.
Yeah, Peaky Blinders all the way.
Yeah, Peaky
I didn't like
Blinders
Animal Kingdom, but Mitch likes it. And Game of Thrones is great, 80K. Yeah, Mitch was into it, but we thought the last season fucking sucked. It was ridiculous.
What?
How it ended.
Game of Thrones sucked. The ending sucked. You know what else I like? If you watch Breaking Bad, I like Better Call Saul. She doesn't like it. I like it.
Stupid.
It was cool. It's a cool show.
But you know what? Mitch
didn't
also
really get
used to
into
like
it.
shows like What was that show that you used to watch all the fucking time in prison? He'd be like, "Did you watch it?" I'd be like, "No, I didn't watch it."
Oh, that was a science fiction show.
Yeah, what was it? It was one with that chick in it, like something.
It had that Spock in it, Leonard Nimoy. It's like you lived in an alternate reality, and they could bridge it.
Breaking Bad was amazing. Do you know
Breaking
that I
Bad
did
was
not,
awesome.
same as Game of Thrones, I didn't watch Breaking Bad till it had been over already for 4 years, and I watched it, and man, I didn't know that I could put it on my TV, so I would watch it on my iPad in bed for like a year, and then I was like, oh, I can put this on my TV with a Roku. It was awesome. James said, what was the biggest hits in prison? You mean TV-wise? Like, what do you think?
Everybody's a mixed bag, you know, really. But you know what? Guys would come out. Here's all these guys. They're tough guy killers, and they come out in the yard, and they'll be like, if you didn't know, you know, they'd be like, yeah, that guy James, man, somebody had to kill that son of a bitch, you know. And yeah, you see what he did to so and so, and people would be like, man, what are they talking about, man? You know, they were talking about soap operas. Dudes in prison used to watch soap operas like mad, and they get so in, then they'd be on the yard like, yeah, somebody ought to do, you know. I'm like, wow, man. It was a trip. Yeah.
Generation Ghostwriter said Breaking Bad is bullshit. Anyone who's a professor of chemistry has moved on to bigger and better things than meth. It's entertainment. So that's what I totally take it worth, you know?
All that stuff is entertainment.
You know what, Gemma, a.k.a. Peg Bundy, she did look great. And, you know, she's married to a biker. And she's been married to Kurt Sutter for a long time. And she did that part really well. Again, though, I wasn't very thrilled with the way it ended. Again, entertainment, not real life.
Her and Kurt Sutter are married?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They got kids together and everything.
Oh, wow. You know, she used to be a singer.
She still is a singer.
I don't know if she sings anymore.
Are you in a band?
Are you in a band? Yeah. Which painting's awesome? Yeah. TMZ is big. Yeah, people watch TMZ in prison.
Ugh. Do they really?
Yep. Yeah, they love it.
That is like,
They love it.
That's like drama at its finest.
And I had cable there the last few years. I used to watch Hoarders. I watched the History Channel. Anytime I was in my cell, my TV was on the History Channel or Discovery Channel. I used to watch Ancient Aliens, and I used to watch the Pickers, American Pickers.
Oh, I still like that show. I've
I got
never
her
seen it
hooked
before.
on
And
it.
Mitch was like, "Have you not?" I was like, "No, I've never seen it." I was like hooked. I love the fact that they really take their time, that they get to know the people, they go out and, you know, pretty much you got. Oh, good night, Redwood Post.
Good night, brother.
I hope I get to meet you.
Don't work
someday.
too hard. Yeah, we got to get down to. He lives in Tracy.
I know we gotta get down there.
We got to get down there. Get down there and see you. Yeah, you know, I saw Frank from American Pickers in an Easy Rider.
He's into that.
He's got like
stuff.
50 bikes.
He's like, oh, that's an Indian.
He's got a big man
you know.
cave, you know, with 50 bikes in it. Can you imagine that?
David said the only time I saw Animal Kingdom was in CMC. That's the only prison I have been in that had that type of cable.
Yeah.
Didn't you say that at some point you got to watch like really like racy? Like,
We had the Sci-Fi
TV?
Channel, and they showed nudity and stuff on some of the stuff, and guys complained about it, and they took
They complained about it?
Yeah, guys went over and complained about nudity on TV.
Oh my
and,
gosh.
Yeah, and they took they took the Sci-Fi Channel out. Yeah, I used to watch the Gong Show.
Guess who's on?
Who?
Our friend, Buddy, is
What's
on.
up, yeah, buddy?
He said the Gong Show, get down.
I watched the Gong Show in there. It was funny. And I used to watch Jerry Springer, too.
I love that show.
Jerry Springer's stupid.
Wasn't that like the awesomest? Like you wouldn't know this, but when I was like, I would, you know, I'd not feel well and be like, I need to go home from school. And I would watch like all The Price is Right, The Gong Show.
I watched The Price is Right.
Like, you know, all that.
I watched it with Jim Carrey. Is it Jim Carrey or Drew Carey?
Yes.
Yeah, Drew Carey. He became the host of
That
that.
was much later. That's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that guy died? What's his name?
Alex Trebek.
Alex Trebek died. Man, that sucks. Yeah.
Oprah is the devil.
Oprah is the devil.
Josh, you are really something.
I agree.
Uh,
I never watched her. Yeah, history is the bomb. History Channel's great.
You guys, we love you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, but when I got home, I'm like, screw TV. I didn't watch TV for over a year. Figure 7 months in LA and then about a year up here before we started watching it, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So what's going on out there? Anybody got anything interesting to say? Everybody's Kevin opens door.
I'm not. Babe, don't.
Huh? What?
Ryan, that's funny.
What did he say?
Said, I literally saw a guy almost get beat to death in a joint over General Hospital. I shit you not. I know that's no joke because I used to be highly addicted to that show.
Yeah, guys used to get into that shit, man.
Yes, Kay, that is what the unknown comic with the paper bag. You're right.
What?
The Gong Show.
Oh, yeah, the unknown
Yeah.
comic?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was funnier than hell. He was kind of a jerkwad. Hey, what about Andrew Dice Clay? Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes,
Yeah, you know what I'm
Mitch,
saying?
when Mitch and I first started, when Mitch first started this channel, people would ask him.
And the Jerky Boys.
People, we just listened to that when we went to go see Big Macs.
I like the Jerky Boys.
David Graves said we had turned classics. We had tuned in classics, and I'm surprised they still have it on TV and CMC because of the nudity.
Yeah.
Turner Classics, is that what you mean?
Turner Classics.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they would show 2 or 3 movies a week on the prison channel, the closed circuit channel. And then they went down to 1 or whatever. And it's all G-rated movies or R-rated movies that are edited for airlines. Because you can't see any nudity. They took everything. Playboy, Easy Rider, anything with nudity. They took it from us, so... Yeah, it's weird.
Good night, Sean. Thank you for coming on tonight. Appreciate it.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm out. Much respect to you and your wife, Mitch. Thanks, Sean.
Have a good night, Sean. Thank you.
Yeah, Law and Order. See,
Order.
I don't like those fucking shows. Like, Mitch was like, I like this other kind of show. And I was like, I don't like it because I always know what's going to happen. Or it's just a procedural. I don't like certain ones of those shows. I mean, but whatever. That's just me.
Yeah.
John said now everyone's watching porn on their phones.
Yeah, they are.
Mitch never did that. Mitch never watched porn on his phone, ever. Right, babe?
Not me. Yeah. I did have a Facebook page. I just found the phone.
Why are you comparing that to porn?
Well, yeah, Disney movies were allowed. When I had a phone in prison, I just thought it was amazing because I had YouTube stuff and I'd be like going on looking for stuff. I was watching motorcycle races from the 30s. I was just blown away all the shit that's on that phone. It just blew my mind.
Connor, I like that. We got grandkids. I have to watch those shows with our grandkids, and I like some of those little movies. Dolphin Tale's good. There's no shame in that game.
Yeah. Hey, they got a new season of Animal Kingdom?
I don't know. I don't watch that show.
Yeah, you can have a TV in your cell. Now they're selling flat screens. When I was in prison, you could have a 13-inch TV, and then once they came out with the flat screens, it went up to 15
They probably don't
inches.
even sell those TVs anymore. Like
Well,
you used to have.
bubbles?
Yeah.
The bubble TV,
Yeah.
we call them, picture tubes. No, they don't. They just sell flat screens, and they're shitty. And they charge you $200 for a 15-inch flat screen TV. And I think I paid less than that for the TV we got now. So, I mean, they raping guys. So, what's going on out there?
Folks, I'm starving.
Yeah, we haven't eaten yet. I gotta
We
make.
have not eaten yet.
We're gonna make some vegetable soup.
He makes
Prison style.
bomb-ass vegetable soup. For
Oh,
real.
we got some Velveeta cheese up there too.
What?
Yeah,
Do we?
I do.
Wow.
I do. I was thinking
Wait,
about
what
doing.
what did you just say?
That's my cheese.
Did you just say that was your cheese?
I got it at Gross Out.
Wow.
Very cheap.
Okay.
I shop at Gross Out, and my coworkers make me fun. make
Grocery
fun of me.
outlet,
Farmers
farmers
market.
market. Mitch said farmers
But,
market. I'm like, it's
I
farmers
might have
market.
to do a video on how to make nachos prison style. What do you think? That was one of my favorite deals.
Good
And,
night, Brian. We love you too.
Good night, brother. Have a good night. Don't work too hard. Tomorrow's your Friday.
See, that's the funny thing about Animal Kingdom, and that's part of the reason why I don't like it, because I can't stand that chick. I do not
Is
like
she not
her.
on the show
Ellen
anymore?
Barkin. Animal Kingdom said we'll never be the same without Ellen Barkin, but I can't stand her.
I
so
can't stand
maybe
her
I'll
either.
watch her now. Maybe
It
I'll
might
watch
be
it
a
now.
good show without her.
You know
So
what,
is
bitch?
she not on
You
there?
have not done a cooking show yet, and you've been saying for a year you were going to do it. So you better do it this weekend. I'll film it if you do it.
But I need the stuff.
We'll get the stuff.
All right. Nachos is my gig in prison. I always, when I got a package, I got the stuff to make nachos, and I used to make big, giant bowls of nachos.
Do you want me to tell you what Tanner said about Ellen Barkin?
What?
Do you want me to say? Because it's a spoiler alert.
Is it bad?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She got killed off.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Good.
Prison nachos sound good as fuck. The purge election year is what finished happening here soon. Lake Bars, I love nachos. Good night, Sean from Australia, and thanks for hanging in with us.
Yeah, thank
Appreciate it. Jen, you have to watch it. You seriously have to watch it. So Jen, when are you doing an interview? I'm dying to see one. When are you gonna do it?
You should watch Better Call Saul first.
No, don't watch it.
It's a
stupid.
prelude
It's
to
stupid.
Breaking Bad.
Ryan's been asking multiple times, so I gotta give him some. He wants to know what music you listen to.
I listen to a lot of stuff. Like,
He does.
I listen to punk, I listen to ska, I listen to reggae, I listen to outlaw country, I listen to Motorhead. I wouldn't say I like heavy metal, but I'd say I like Motorhead. You know, I like Motorhead. Motorhead's kind of heavy metal. I like Black Flag, I like Bad Religion, I like Coxbar, I like Jesse Dayton, I like a couple songs by Austin Hanks. You know, I like Hank Williams Jr., I like Hank III, I like Hank Sr.,
Okay.
you know, all that. Yeah.
You guys, whoever new subs we have on and our old
Skylights.
subs, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks
Really appreciate
for
you guys.
coming in, man. We
Really, really do.
Yeah.
You guys are super cool. So looks like we'll have some good stuff on Saturday. So it's gonna take me a minute if we interview Corey to get that up. Mitch has another friend that he's getting on
yeah, Big
too.
Ron.
We've been trying to get on with Josh, and I've been trying to get a hold of Larry. But
Yeah.
the thing is,
Little
Josh is having
difficulties.
some problem with Zoom. So anyway,
Actually said it was a cord, babe.
huh?
He texted me today, said he had,
Josh did?
yeah, he said his cords were fucked up.
Oh
so he-
wow.
yeah.
So they'll be coming soon. So
Good
we
night,
got some
Jen.
stuff going on. We just need some time to do it. So
Yeah, so, yeah, my friend the Marine, he's a Native American too, so, you know, carrying on a warrior tradition as a Marine. And
I'm gonna show some love to Big Mex. He never tells us when he's on. So him and his wife Rose and their daughter
Yeah.
Janine. And listen, there is a channel
yeah, let's give
that is
that
on
shout
that
out.
is on Instagram.
What is it?
So I'm just you hold up a minute. So Big Mex, who is one of our subs and also our friend, he has a daughter named Janine, who has a boyfriend by the name of Director Chech.
Ricky K.
And he,
Let me see.
I know you're just saying, but
Go
you're
ahead.
like messing it up.
Director Chech.
Yes, I'll put it on our thing. But he is an
That-
amazing
Yeah.
director. He prints
He's a good young
T-shirts.
man.
He's a young man, but he is really started. He's
That's
starting
cool.
to get it going on, and I really just respect
Right,
his
Kyle.
hustle and who he is. And so I'm gonna post that. His name is Director Chech on Instagram,
Yeah.
and he is really a cool guy. So, and I appreciate the fact that he's a young man and he's really
Good night,
getting
Lake
shit
Water.
done. So
Yeah, he's a young guy, and he's
we met him,
Janine's,
super respectful.
Janine's boyfriend. He's a great kid.
At one point, he wanted to interview Mitch. We were up there.
Yeah.
We couldn't make it happen, but it could happen one day. So, good night, Big Swole. All right, everybody.
Love and respect, brother. Good night.
Love you guys.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna.
much.
I'm gonna cook.
Good
We
night,
got an
Jen.
we got an Instapot. So what used to take me an hour to cook,
Yeah.
I can do it in like 15 minutes. It cooks vegetables. Boom, 2 minutes. Great shit. Instapot. So we're gonna cook dinner, eat dinner, and then see what happens after that.
Good night,
I'm
everybody.
gonna have to hit the rack.
Love you guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
Good night, Chris. Summertime.
Remember,
It was
whatever
so
it
nice
is you
to meet
do,
you.
do it hard. We love you. Thank you.
Say good night, Chris.
Good night, y'all. Good night, Chris. Is Chris on there? Summertime?
Yes, summertime's on here.
Good night,
Bye,
brother.
David.
Good night, Dave.
David, your thing still has not come yet, so I'm waiting
Yeah.
for it, just so you know.
And as soon as we get it, we'll take it to you. Good night, folks. Thank you.